Peace, y'all. Welcome to What Do I Know Talk. This is Rio Jones, voice of the nation. I'm so grateful to be here. This is our second episode. And today we're going to talk something different. We're going to talk about the soapbox. I don't know if you know about the soapbox, but the soapbox is basically a box from back in the days. I would say maybe 50 years ago or something like that. Don't quote me, I might be wrong. But it's way back in the days, and a soapbox is something that you stand on in the center to present maybe a political speech or something of, advertising your business or whatever it may be. And today I want to talk about the soapbox because our soapbox today is our social media accounts, whether you know it or not. This is where you're advertising yourself, your family, your business, your likes, your dislikes, and all this stuff. But mainly, we should be creating it around more the positive than the negative. It is our platform. It's the platform that you stand on. It's what represents you best. And I'd like to say that there's so much that I would like to journey on this topic. And the reason I say this is that, when we have this soapbox, when we have such a platform, that's so great that years and years, we have the cloud now. Things are going up in the clouds. We don't know where it goes, But that is a great representation of who we are. And how we present ourselves is key. So I say, let's start creating this platform and using our voice as a true example. I usually say a voice without example is no example at all. So why don't we start creating the content, and whatever it is that we put out, we don't know who's going to see it, whether it's a job, our children, our friends, and how they may feel about it. I see so much things like people venting their emotions, and saying different things that just jumps to mind, at that very moment. I don't know if you ever heard the saying like when you are angry and you used to pen a letter, wait, go to sleep, wake up the next day and see before you send that email out or send that mail out, because you can't take that back, So, it's kind of the same thing when it comes to, sending out or posting things, I see so much anger. I see so much, negative energy sometimes. I see people focusing on other people rather than themselves. And that's kind of where the morality comes in again. We have to have a moral compass of how we represent ourselves, how we represent others, because, words hurt, words hurt. And there's so much bullying that's going on around. Which reminds me, I'm speaking at I believe Dorsey High School soon, and at the top of January. Phil is giving me the opportunity. He's a young man that does a bully program there for kids, which shout out to Phil, man. I love what you're doing. I think it's great, and I can't wait to speak with you. So let's use this platform for the right reason. I've never had social media, and it's through What Do I Know that I started it. And I started it because I wanted to use it with a purpose. Now I see you have Facebook, Instagram, and all these different things, and I'm like watching these things, and whether you know it or not, there are bullies on each and every one of those social media sites. There's a bully on the there's a few bullies on the regular, when you're a regular poster or you're doing something. I'm noticing who's like the bully of the chain, and even on Instagram, like who's the bully in that area, or who's the one that sends out the repeated negative energy, or have something slick to say about somebody else, and I say this to say, please, let's represent ourselves in such a way today that people admire us and see us more of a light, and able to say, oh, I don't know that person, but wow, what an impression they made on me, so I can put a better view out of myself, of a representation of my husband, or of my wife, and also relationships, man. I don't see a lot of light being shed on the relationship. I'll see one or two, wives, put their husband on a height, or a girlfriend put their boyfriend on a height. Let's get back into the couples, man. In the relationship segment, I'm going to talk about how I don't really see many people walking holding hands anymore. You know, it's like I just want to see that. I'm so encouraged when I see things like that. You know, I myself am waiting. You know, I chose to wait for my partner. You know, hopefully when God sends to me, you know, to build a friendship, to honor and know the woman that God gives me, that I'm able to, you know, walk proudly with her, you know, hand in hand, and open the door and do all those things that I saw as a young man growing up. We need to embrace those things today. You know, embrace all races. You know, embrace you know, different genders and how they choose to have their relationship. You know, I believe the LBGT community. Shout out to y'all as well, man. I give support to y'all. I give support to everyone. You know, it's important that we continue to just shed love on everybody else. Our soapbox, man, is our voice, our platform to speak, and let's speak out more positive things. Let's start showing each other a better way, a better life, and you know. So that's it, man. I just really wanted to say, you know, let's adhere to our soapboxes. Let's you know, love the world a little bit more. Let's represent our families, our friends in a greater way. But most of all, let's represent ourselves the best way. Today, I want to say I love you. I want to say that this is Rio Jones, What Do I Know World Podcast. If nobody said they love you today, I love you. You're amazing. You're great. There's so many things that you can do. Believe in yourself as I believe in you. You can always reach me at ask.thesafebeast@gmail.com for any comments, anything that you want. Also, just thank you. I appreciate you. Much love.